Welcome everyone to our session today. We are going to dive into a very important aspect of workplace integration, induction and orientation. Now, think about this for a moment. When you join a new company, there's so much information that needs to be absorbed right from the start. Induction and orientation are designed specifically to help new employees get acclimated quickly. So, what actually happens here? Well, these processes serve as a foundation, laying out everything from understanding the organizational culture to grasping your roles and responsibilities. It's crucial because it sets the stage for how you will be contributing in this environment. And that's the key difference. Instead of figuring things out on your own, you are given clear guidance right at the beginning. But wait, there's another important point to consider. Induction and orientation also play a significant role in promoting engagement and productivity. When new hires are well informed about what's expected of them and how they fit into the bigger picture, it naturally leads to higher levels of motivation and efficiency. Surprisingly, this changes everything for both the employee and the organization. Let's understand this carefully. Induction involves a more structured approach where you might go through training sessions, meet key team members, and get familiar with company policies. Orientation is slightly different. It's about getting to know your immediate work environment, understanding day-to-day operations, and starting to build those initial connections. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on why this matters so much in the long run. Effective induction and orientation not only make the transition smoother for new employees, but also contribute significantly to their overall satisfaction and loyalty towards the organization. So, as you can see, these processes are far more than just formalities. They're essential steps that set the tone for a successful career journey within any company. Today, we are going to explore the differences between induction and orientation. Now, think about this for a moment. Induction is all about that initial familiarization with a new environment or situation. It's like when you start a new job, there's a lot of information to take in at once. But orientation? Well, it's quite different. Orientation isn't just about the beginning, it's a continuous process. It supports long-term adjustment and performance over time. So, what actually happens here is that while induction might feel like a one-time event, orientation is more of an ongoing journey. And that's the key difference. Induction helps you get your feet wet right from the start, but orientation keeps you swimming smoothly as time goes on. Well, this becomes very important when we talk about long-term success and integration into any new setting. Surprisingly, this changes everything in terms of how we approach these processes. Let's understand this carefully. Induction sets the stage for what's to come, while orientation ensures that you stay engaged and effective over a longer period. But wait, there's another important point here. Orientation helps with continuous learning and adaptation, which is crucial for sustained performance. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on how these concepts apply in real-world scenarios. So, what do you think? Does this help clarify the distinction between induction and orientation? Now let's talk about the key objectives of onboarding programs. These are crucial for setting up new employees for success in their roles. The first objective is role clarification. This helps new hires understand exactly what they are expected to do and how it fits into the bigger picture of the organization. Next, we have organizational socialization. This is all about integrating new team members into the company culture and helping them build relationships with colleagues. It's not just about getting a desk or an email address, it's about making sure they feel like part of the family from day one. Then there's compliance awareness. New employees need to know about policies, procedures, and legal requirements right off the bat. This isn't always fun, but it's essential for protecting both the company and its staff. So, what do these objectives really mean in practice? Well, role clarification helps new hires feel confident about their responsibilities from day one. Organizational socialization ensures they are not just working with a bunch of strangers, they are part of a team that supports them. And compliance awareness is there to make sure everyone's on the same page legally and ethically. It's important because it sets the tone for how things are done in the company, and it helps prevent any misunderstandings or mistakes down the line. But wait, there's another important point here: motivation. New employees often come with a lot of enthusiasm and energy, but they also need guidance to channel that into productive work habits. And finally, we have anxiety reduction. Starting a new job can be overwhelming, so it's vital to provide support and resources to help ease those worries. This could mean anything from providing clear information about benefits to offering mentorship programs. So, these key objectives are really the building blocks for a successful onboarding experience. They set the stage for everything that follows in an employee's career with the company. Today, we are going to dive into the components of effective onboarding programs. Now, think about this for a moment. What do you believe makes an onboarding program truly successful? Well, it's not just about getting new hires through the door and showing them around. It goes much deeper than that. First up, pre-onboarding preparation. This is where companies lay the groundwork before the new hire even starts. They send out paperwork, provide company information, and set expectations. So, what actually happens here? Well, this becomes very important because it sets the tone for everything to come. It's about making sure that by the time they arrive on their first day, they already feel a part of the team. Next, we have orientation sessions. These are crucial for introducing new hires to the company culture and policies. But wait, there's another important point here. These sessions aren't just about rules and regulations, they're also about making sure everyone feels welcome and valued from day one. So, how do you think this impacts a new hire's first impression of their workplace? Now, let's talk about role-specific training. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's all about equipping employees with the skills and knowledge they need to excel in their roles. Surprisingly, this changes everything because without proper training, even the most enthusiastic new hire might struggle to find their footing. And that's not all. Effective onboarding programs also focus on integrating new hires into the workplace culture. This is about more than just fitting in. It's about understanding and embracing the values and norms of the company. Well, this becomes very important because a strong cultural fit can lead to higher job satisfaction and better performance. Another key component is mentoring. Pairing new hires with experienced colleagues can provide invaluable guidance and support as they navigate their roles and responsibilities. So, what do you think about this approach? Does it make sense? Feedback mechanisms are also essential. These allow for continuous improvement and ensure that the onboarding process remains relevant and effective over time. But wait, There's another important point here. Regular feedback helps to identify any gaps or areas where improvements can be made, ensuring that new hires receive the best possible support. Finally, follow-up support is crucial in maintaining momentum after the initial onboarding period has ended. This includes ongoing training and development opportunities as well as regular check-ins with management to ensure continued success. And that's the key difference. It shows that the company cares about their long-term growth and success. So, let's understand this carefully. Effective onboarding programs are not just a series of one-off events, they are a comprehensive strategy designed to set new hires up for success from day one and beyond. Today, we are going to talk about the benefits of induction and orientation programs. Now, think about this for a moment. These programs are designed to help new employees get up to speed quickly in their roles. First off, let's look at faster adaptation. When you join a company, it can be overwhelming. There's so much to learn and understand. But with an induction program, everything becomes clearer. This helps new hires feel more comfortable and confident right from the start. So, what actually happens here? Well, this becomes very important because when employees adapt faster, they are able to contribute effectively sooner. And that's the key difference. It's not just about learning, it's about applying what you've learned quickly. Now let's move on to improved productivity. Once new hires have a better understanding of their roles and responsibilities, they can hit the ground running. This isn't just good for them, but also for the company as a whole. Everyone benefits from higher efficiency and effectiveness. But wait, there's another important point: stronger belonging. When employees feel like they're part of something bigger, it impacts how engaged they are with their work. So, these programs play a crucial role in fostering that sense of community. Let's understand this carefully. When new hires feel welcomed and supported from day one, they are more likely to stay committed long term. This leads us directly into the next benefit: reduced turnover. And so, as we continue our discussion, it's clear how these programs not only help individuals but also contribute positively to the overall organizational culture. When it comes to onboarding programs, best practices really shine in creating an environment that is both structured yet personalized. Now, think about this for a moment. A well-structured program sets clear expectations and provides the necessary tools, while personalization ensures each new hire feels valued and understood from day one. So, what actually happens here? Interactive learning becomes crucial. It's not just about sitting through endless presentations, it's about engaging with the material in meaningful ways. This could be through workshops, simulations, or even peer-to-peer mentoring sessions. And that's the key difference. Technology integration plays a huge role too. Modern onboarding programs leverage digital tools and platforms to enhance the learning experience and streamline administrative tasks. But wait, there's another important point: these technologies should support both the new hire and the organization's goals effectively. Well, this becomes very important when we talk about continuous support. After all, onboarding doesn't end after day one or even week one. It's a process that continues over time to ensure new hires are fully integrated into their roles and teams. Surprisingly, this changes everything in terms of retention and productivity. Let's understand this carefully. Collecting feedback is another critical aspect. Regular check-ins with new employees can provide valuable insights into what's working well and where improvements might be needed. And finally, all these elements need to align with the broader organizational strategy, making sure that onboarding isn't just about getting someone through the door, but also setting them up for long-term success within the company. So, as we move forward in our discussion of best practices, remember, each component is essential and interconnected. Now let's dive deeper into how these elements come together to create a truly effective onboarding experience. Today, we are diving into the essential components of effective onboarding programs. Now, think about this for a moment. When new employees join an organization, they need more than just technical training. They require support in key areas that will help them thrive and feel valued from day one. First up is psychological safety, creating an environment where everyone feels safe to express their thoughts and ideas without fear of negative consequences. This is crucial for fostering open communication. Next, we have diversity and inclusion. It's not just about having a diverse workforce, it's about ensuring that every individual feels included and respected in the workplace. So, what actually happens here? Well, this becomes very important as it sets the tone for how employees interact with each other on a daily basis. Moving on to legal and ethical awareness, another critical aspect of any onboarding program. New hires need to understand the laws and regulations that govern their work environment along with the company's code of ethics. This helps them navigate their responsibilities and avoid potential pitfalls. But wait, there's another important point. Career growth opportunities should also be addressed during onboarding. Helping new employees see a clear path for advancement within the organization can significantly boost morale and motivation. Networking is another key area. Encouraging new hires to build relationships with colleagues across different departments can open doors to collaboration and innovation, surprisingly. This changes everything in terms of how effectively teams work together. Soft skills development shouldn't be overlooked either. Skills like communication, teamwork, and problem solving are just as vital for success as technical expertise. Let's understand this carefully. These interpersonal abilities often make the difference between good performance and exceptional achievement. Recognition programs play a big role too. Acknowledging new employees' contributions early on can reinforce positive behaviors and encourage continued engagement with their work. Finally, cross-cultural collaboration is increasingly important in today's globalized business environment. Ensuring that all team members are equipped to work effectively across cultures is essential for success in international projects. And that's the key difference between a good onboarding program and an exceptional one. It's about addressing these areas comprehensively and thoughtfully, setting new hires up for long-term success within the organization. Today, we are diving into the world of onboarding programs in organizations. Now, think about this for a moment. As businesses grow and evolve, they need to find ways to integrate new hires effectively and efficiently. One key approach is through learning management systems or LMS platforms. These tools are like digital libraries that store all kinds of training materials. They make it easy for employees to access information anytime, anywhere. But wait, there's another important point here. Onboarding apps are also becoming increasingly popular. These apps are designed specifically to guide new hires through their first few weeks or months on the job. They can be incredibly personalized and interactive, making the transition smoother. And that's not all. Virtual tools like video conferencing and collaboration platforms play a big role too. In today's remote-friendly world, these tools help connect employees even when they are miles apart. So, what actually happens here is that new hires get to experience team dynamics and company culture virtually. Now let's talk about measuring the effectiveness of these onboarding programs. One way is through time to productivity, how quickly a new hire becomes fully functional in their role. Another important metric is retention. Do employees stay with the organization long term after going through this process? Training completion rates are also crucial. They tell us if people are actually engaging with and finishing the training materials provided. And of course, employee feedback. What do the new hires themselves think about their onboarding experience? This can provide valuable insights for continuous improvement. So, as we wrap up this section, it's clear that there are many innovative ways to onboard employees today. But the real challenge lies in measuring how well these methods work. Well, this becomes very important when you consider the long-term success of any organization.